So you play golf into the wind, and you do what everybody tells you. Oh, it's 10 miles an hour in our face. I need an extra club. So right now, I've got an 8-iron. And just a second ago, what I did was I hit an 8-iron, and I didn't have any wind on this shot. And I want to give you an idea of what my 8-iron looks like on this particular day. So it went about 149 yards. It ended up just a little to the left of the flag. As you can see, I started that to the left-hand side, and it didn't really have as much cut as I wanted in that. Okay, but apex at about 80 feet, ball speed at 107, club head speed, don't really pay attention to that because I don't have this club head marked. But what I am looking at is I'm looking at that total distance of 150. Now, what you would expect is that with the 10-mile-an-hour wind in my face, if I go get my 7-iron, which is exactly what I'm going to do, and I hit this, that this should end up at 149. But it doesn't work like that. Unfortunately, this is going to come up short of that, even though the ball speed is going to go up. So remember, our baseline is 107 in this, okay? So here comes the 7-iron with the wind on. I'm going to try to hit it into that basket. 10 miles an hour right in the face. Now, I hit that and I pulled it a little bit, okay? But now come up here. Now, here's what happened. My ball had 111 miles an hour ball speed, so actually faster than the 107 by about 4. Typically, what I'm looking for is about 5 miles an hour difference between clubs, so that's pretty close. That thing went 141, about 10 yards, 149 to 141, okay? Now I'm going to hit it again, because you know what? We always like, to me, everything's a baseball rule. So let's just see what happens again. See if it happens again. Well, 111 is the ball speed that I'm trying to get here. That one I fatted just a little bit. Watch this one. This is going to get even uglier. Look at how short that is. And the ball speed went down to 105. Bad shot. All right, last one. That total distance was 132. So I lost 20 yards on that one. Now here we go, 7-iron again. That one I creased. Like I don't think I can hit my 7-iron any better than that one that I hit right there. Dead down the chimney, ball speed at 110, and that went 136. I cannot, with a 10-mile-an-hour wind, get this 7-iron to get to that number, and I've taken one more club. Now, why is this important for you? Because what you do is you get 10 miles an hour wind, and you grab one more club, and it comes up short, and you go, man, that wind's blowing hard. No, actually, you need 2 more clubs. Go get the 6-iron. This is such a difficult thing to understand, and it's such an easy thing to understand. That wind is going to have an effect. Now, this ball speed should be at about 115, okay? And in order for me to get this to that 150, I'm going to need about 115 out of this. See how we do. And I'm not going to try to flight this. That ball there apexed at 94 feet. That 7-iron was 94 feet. Here comes the 6-iron. Hit this one very solidly. And let's see how far that went. So there it is. It's exactly what just happened. I hit draw spin, so that's gonna get through it a little bit better. The ball speed was at 115. It's exactly what I was thinking that I needed to get. That went 156. Apexed at 90 feet, draw spin. Okay? 2 clubs that you need for 10 miles an hour, which means it's 1 club for 5 miles an hour, not 1 club for 10, 1 club for 5 miles an hour. Let's hit another 6-iron and just see if that's right. That one I hit really well. So let's see if we can get that again. 90-foot apex that had. See how we do here. This one I hit really solidly. This is right down the chimney again. 10 miles an hour wind in my face. Boom, in the basket. What did I get? 115, 149, 105 apex, Down the chimney, Santa Claus comes right into the basket there. This is so important for you to understand. Like I talk about this a lot. It's one club for 5 miles an hour, not one club for 10. So if you're playing and you have 3 miles an hour in your face, that has an effect. That's about a 5-yard difference. 3 miles an hour doesn't feel like that's a whole lot. Like that's just kind of just barely moving your hair. Just a little bit of movement in the hair. 5 miles an hour, it's doing something. 10 miles an hour, it's maybe sticking up a little bit. And when it's right in your face, you just go ahead and hit 2 more clubs and you're fine. Now, if you want to flight it down, that's when things get a little bit more complicated. I'll talk to you about how to flight it down in another video. But what I can tell you is this. Simply put, 2 clubs for every 10 miles an hour. 1 club for every 5 miles an hour, and you'll get the distance that you want. So if you're trying to hit it 150, and you normally hit your 8-iron 150, and you got 10 miles an hour in the face, time for a 6-iron. Somebody tells you, okay, grab another club, get 7. No. No, that breed guy said, I need 2. And then you're going to go ahead and hit that, and then you're going to do exactly like I did. Just drop it right down the chimney, and you're going to be right where you want to be, right at that 150 number, okay? Remember that, and you're going to improve your game. To improve all parts of your game, subscribe to my channel and click the link below. All right, I'm going to say one word, and I know who you're going to think about. You ready? Stinger. Yep. I know you're thinking about Tiger Woods. That's the shot that Tiger would hit, and you would go, man, that is the coolest shot. I got to learn that one. But nobody's taught you how to do it. Well, here we go. It's time to learn how to hit the stinger. And by the way, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. So here's the thing. First thing you got to do is you got to understand, you can hit a stinger with a 3-wood, with a driver, with a maybe even a hybrid. I like to hit stingers with long irons, okay? And so I've got a 3-iron that's in my bag. This is a shot that you've got, it's kind of narrow. And you've got to get this thing, like this has to go into the fairway. And it doesn't have to go very far. You don't have to carry it very far. It's going to get on the ground and it's going to run. Stinger. Here's what we're doing. First, 3-iron. That's what I have. You don't need to have a 3-iron. You can use your longest iron. That's fine. You can even do this with a fairway wood or a hybrid. But we got to get this thing to go low. Okay? So what I want you to do is the following things. One, we're going to stand close to this ball, which means you're going to grip down on it a little bit. You're going to let people know when you grip down. That's universal language for stinger. Okay? Now, the next thing that you want to do is, you want to try to take your hands out of this shot. As your hands get a little active, that'll create some trajectory and chuck it up into the air. So we really want to be very dominant with our upper body on this. This is one of the few full swings where your upper body is really working hard, as opposed to the lower body being the leader. The upper body, even though the lower body is going to lead, the upper body isn't that far behind, okay? So we're going to get in here close like this. Now, when you get close, you don't have to worry about moving the ball back, but what you do have to do is you have to aim to the cut side. So if I'm going to move this ball left to right, I want to aim to the left. And then what I want you to get the feeling of is that your chest is really rotating hard, staying down, and dragging the head of the golf club over to the pull side, okay? Now, when this starts to happen, this does not have a big, huge follow-through. I don't want you to get the feeling that you're going to shut this follow-through down. It's just going to be a lesser follow-through than a full swing, okay? It's not like I'm trying to keep this under the wind. I want to have full speed. I don't want to take the speed of the club out, but because I'm working so hard with that weight forward and doing all that, the follow-through is going to be a little bit shorter, okay? I'm not going to do this fast on this one. I'm just going to do the technique. So we get in here a little bit closer, gripping down on the club. And by the way, it's not choking down. It's gripping down. So we grip down. We aim a little bit to the left. And now we're going to cut this thing. So lean into that left side. So we're going to set a little bit of weight on that left side or lead side. And now you're going to use your chest and drag the club head. What you're going to see is that ball is going to start out. It's going to twist over to the right-hand side. Now, I will start to increase some speed here, but I want you to pay attention to a couple of different things. One, the apex of that particular shot was about 60 feet. For a guy that's normally a 90-foot player, 60 feet is down low. The other thing is that one's going to roll out a little bit more, okay? Now, I overcut this one, so the spin rate went up a little bit. You can see 1,200 RPMs of cut spin. So the rollout is not as significant as it's going to get here in just a second, all right? But you got to understand this motion. So get on that left side, get on that lead side, get a little closer to this thing, and then when you do this, you're ripping through here, and your chest is really feeling low down to that ground, okay? Again, this won't be my fastest, but this will be faster than what I had before. 116 miles an hour ball speed on that last one. Okay, this is beautiful here. Now, again, this is going to be more along the lines that I want. This is not my destroy it shot, but this is a little bit faster. So ball speed's now up to 120. I made a little bit fuller motion, and I got my apex to stay under that 60. Now I'm at 47 feet. Carried that 177. It rolled out to 199. This is more along the lines of what I'm looking for. Now, look at that full there, Gibbsy. And what you can see is that the apex is low. It's still moving a little left to right there. Because I moved a little bit faster, that club was a little bit squarer to the shot. That's more along the shot shape that I'm talking about. I want a little bit of a move to the right-hand side, okay, or to the cut side. Now I'm going to give this one the crease. Now, here's what I want you to understand on how you're going to keep your chest in here. The lead shoulder, when you get back, it's going to be down a little bit. So I told you that weight is going to be on that lead leg. When you take this back, I want that lead shoulder to go down, and then you're going to keep it there and go around. So you're going to go down, down, and around. Down with the lead shoulder, down with the lead shoulder, and around with the lead shoulder. And all of a sudden what you're going to get is a steep angle of attack, a low launch. That thing launched at 10.6. Yeah, great shot there. Launched at 10.6. You're going to get a low launch angle. You're going to get a low apex, and you're going to get this thing is going to come out like a bullet. All right, here we go. Grip down. Stand close. Lean left or forward. And now we're going to peg this. Down, down, and around. Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. So what you can see is this thing it's on the ground. I might have spun that a little bit more than I wanted to. Yeah, 124 miles an hour of ball speed. But that thing did not quite do what I want. Let's do one more here. Okay, I might have got that just a little bit low on the face. But what you can see about that shot, pull that full again. Look at how low that is. That thing apexed at 30 feet. It's low. It's moving in the direction I want. That's going to find the fairway. Yeah, I know it only went 192 yards. I'm with you. Okay? This thing should normally go about 210, 205, 210. Okay? But you get this. Grip down. Blister. Blister. Lean left. Blister. Okay. This one's going to be a little bit faster. I might have had a little bit more spin on this one than I wanted to. Ball speed is going to climb on that one to 123. That almost got to 210. It's 198. Apex, 45. Everything is sub 60, sub 50. All right, I think I got one more in me. Let's try one more. Grip down. Grip down. Stand closer. Lean left. Down, down, and around. That's it. Down, down, and around. Here we go. Oh, yeah. This one I got. Look at that thing track out. Say goodbye to that 200 bucket, because that's what just happened. This is the shot. So let's come on up here, Gibbsy. There you go. So I got the ball speed up to 129.5. That's exactly what I want to have happen there. It didn't quite move to the right the way I had wanted it to do, but it still had right spin, only 19. So this is exactly the shot. It's down the left side. It's got a little bit of movement to the right, that one, not a whole lot. The apex on that, 34 feet. Stinger, I mean, how do you spell stinger? 34. 3-4. That spells stinger. Ball speed up, carry distance 182, total distance 207. It's exactly what you're trying to achieve when you're trying to get that stinger. So remember, you want to hit that shot just like Tiger. Grip down, stand close, lean to the forward side. And then what you're going to do is you're going to get that lead shoulder to go down in the backswing. That's going to get the club up into the air. Then you're going to keep that shoulder down at the start of the downswing. That's going to have that club steepening out. And then you're going to get around, drag it. I don't want a lot of hand activity. I don't want to flip this face. I want the toe to stay open. I want that club to be dragging like this. I want that thing to be piercing out like this. And I don't want it to move at all to the left-hand side so that toe can't cross the heel. When you do that, you're going to have a stinger. And you are going to impress everybody on the golf course, including those that are just kind of driving by. Maybe they're trying to, I don't know, see you hit a stinger. To improve all parts of your game, subscribe to my channel and click the link below.